Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Hive Mind StarCraft 2 tournament. My name is Evolution Gaming Woodhouse, and I'm bringing you game number 3 of a very exciting series between Laserdrill and ymihere. So without any more of the fluff, let's actually just take it right into the game here. Spawning over on the left-hand side of MLG's Metalopolis, we do have our blue Zerg player who is tied at 1-1 with his opponent. We have Laserdrill. And Laserdrill's opponent spawning over here on the right-hand side of this map. We have our yellow Protoss buddy, ymihere. Making some Mortal Kombat humor. For those of you who don't know that reference, go watch game number 2. It was definitely kind of an entertaining thing to watch. Now, mind you, again, this is the MLG version. So you have either forced cross spawns or close by air, but not close by ground, as I've been saying for the last couple weeks. Something to keep in mind. All that fun stuff. Combos are so OP. Yes, they are. I can agree. Both players actually scouting the wrong positions first, as we do see Laserdrill's Overlord coming down here to check. And we do see ymihere checking up here first. Kind of interesting considering the rest of this match for them has been close by air. But he does manage with that extra time to actually get the hatchery off first at 14. So good stuff there. He is actually able to follow his plan as opposed to proxying over here. Laserdrill dropping down the pool. So it was a 14 expand, 14 pool. And this drone, I guess, just wanted to mine from there. I guess he just didn't like it. Maybe he's getting ready to take a third over here. A quick 3 base on this map is very possible. I would suggest it doing here, though, just because it's a little bit closer to your main. Makes it easier to defend, all that fun junk. We do see the drone now. It was just an incorrect scouting path. Again, you cannot spawn close by ground on this, so yeah. Both of these players taking the wrong path to get there, checking everything. That's okay, though. Common misconception about these maps. We do see him. Is he going to proxy hatch? He should proxy hatch him. I'm sorry. I was out of character there a little bit, but I do think it would be really cool to see a proxy hatch in this tournament. So if any of you are watching these VODs like 2-3 days before the tournament, that's one way that you can win the casters over, is by proxy hatching. Just gonna throw that out there. We do see the patrol path now set up for that drone, so he's just going to continue to patrol around there. 2 lings coming out now for map control as well. First Stalker on the way, so opting to go Stalker first before Zealot. Pretty standard, actually. He's just not going to be walled in, but he is going to have the Stalker out to deal with any Overlord scouting or things like this, where the drone is just being tricksy. And he does end up killing the drone. So we do see now that actually these 2 lings were just, well, that's not a ling. That is definitely a probe. Not even close to a ling. But these 2 lings are used up here, or at least one, to keep map vision on that side, and then the other one is just patrolling down here to make sure an expansion cannot go down. We do see another Stalker coming out now, as well as a gate. Oh, 3-gate Stargate. Fantastic. I love this. I love to see innovation, and these players are definitely showing it to me. 3 spine crawlers going down. I don't know if he's feeling pressured, and I know I said this, I said it a lot in the week 1 cast, where, you know, the players would throw down 2 or 3 spine crawlers. I'm not entirely sure if that's just habit or if that's, you know, them actually feeling pressured. Somebody can definitely fill me in later. That is alright. Sling continuing just to patrol. Warp gate is just now done. Oh, he's only going 2-gate Stargate, so we do see a Phoenix and a Void Ray up now. The Void Ray is just now in production. The Phoenix is out. The Phoenix can be used actually now to convey a lot of air control. He can come over and kill that Overlord, kill this Overlord, just to make sure that his opponent has no vision. Like the last couple of games that we've seen, Laserdrill very good at finding those weaknesses, and a lot of that has to do with having good map control, which he's managed to accomplish by not only keeping things like this Ling up here that just got killed, but he's also done it by keeping Overlord's watch here so that he knows when his opponent's expanded. But at this point, actually, it might just be worth his time because, you know, yeah, you can punish this all you want, but he still has a second queen here. Does look like he's going to head out now. Is he going to go? Oh, and we do see a third gateway there. So it is ending up to be a 3-gate Stargate opening. But is that Overlord? Can I see it? Laser? Oh, he does see the Void Ray. That's a huge giveaway. Let's see what the reaction is actually out of Laserdrill at this point. He does have an Evolution Chamber down, so he can throw down a Spore Crawler if he so desires. He does. He ends up throwing one down in the natural, knowing that they're coming from that side. Does throw one down also in the main, and the army is just now getting ready to move out. So the Void Ray very, very slow. The Phoenix going to take a few pot shots at the Overlord. Does scout that there are a couple of Spore Crawlers and oh! It was a valiant effort, but it was spotted. We do see the Lings coming in now, the Forge coming down, so he is just going to go ahead and try and defend this the way it is. And he does. Oh, he manages to get the Lings in enough of a bind there that it doesn't really cause that much of an issue. Lings darting in and out now, looking for that attack path, trying to get a good surround on these units. The Roach going to try and come up here and do stuff for this push as well, but it does look like this push is going to be defended. The creep spread by Laserdrill is starting to work its way across the map now. We do see, and I just purged everything I had on there. You see these units just going to go ahead and drive these Roaches back, not a big deal. And at this point, more units just in production for Laserdrill as well. Supply right now in Laserdrill's favor. And we do have a Spire on the way. This could prove to be kind of an interesting play, depending upon where he decides to go with it. We know the hard counter to Corruptors and whatnot are Void Rays. Like, and I'm not even making that up. It has been shown that when you see Corruptors out, if you get Void Rays, you stand actually a better chance of staying alive in this matchup. You see another Void Ray popping out now. So he's actually going to be fine on that front regardless of what comes. The only thing he does have to worry about, though, is if Mutalisks come out. Then the question becomes, okay, do I get a Fleet Beacon and get the range upgrade, or do I wait, or how do I go about this? We do see the third expansion for Laserdrill coming down now. He can punish this expansion, though. Oh, but he gets hit by the move command yet again. Oh my god. Targeting down the Void Ray now, and a second Void Ray coming in. And the transfuse, but he does lose one Void Ray in that little push there. And another transfuse. Those are a couple of key transfuses there. I like that. Third queen coming up, and we do see actually just kind of a mass exodus of queens coming out now. We do see the push for ymihere going to go ahead and come across the map, going to try and do a little bit of the pressuring for him to see if he can get his opponent to either cancel this or not. A Spore Crawler does go up in the back of that base as well. Spine Crawlers, and we do have Mutalisks out now, so this actually, losing those units early on could prove to be the biggest problem for ymihere right now. Oh, and the queens and everything is there. Oh no, and he's picking up the queens first. Well, it seems like a good idea. He's actually he has the chance to lose a lot of units in that push. And as you can see, he does correctly back off to make sure that he doesn't lose anything. Supply now is even though. So, you know, in reality, it probably was a good trade. Worker count is about even as well. If we look at the units killed tab, 1 worker apiece, but only 10 units killed for Laserdrill. So everything still right now in the favor of ymihere. We're going to have to see if he can close it out. He does need to continue to produce probes up here. He did see mutas out as well. We only have one mutalist out on the field now. Looking back at production, he does have 2 more in production, so we do see more gateways getting thrown down as well. Our Zerg buddy just continuing to macro up, build drones, build lings, build mutas. So it is looking like he is just going to stay mutaling. Use the roaches as a ground cover as per usual. Nothing too funky out of either one of these 2 players. These are both builds that we see routinely on the ladder. Actually, you see them quite a bit. So, you know, all is well in the world when you start seeing players doing good builds and whatnot. It means it's going to be a really good game. We do see a metric shit ton of gateways coming down now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gateways. Is that 7? Yeah, because 1 more would fit right there. That would be 8. So yeah, we're at 7 gateways now, ending up being a 7-gate push. Wow. I don't know if I like the idea to get the Robo out, though, at this point. He's already pretty well committed to having the Stargate up and working with that. The Ling's going to go ahead and go for the counterattack now. Trying to catch some stuff off guard. He does manage to seclude half of that army, which is a huge deal. Getting the full surround on those stalkers. Look at, oh my god, the supply is plummeting now for ymihere. 121 to 82 right now, and those stalkers just continuing to get pushed off. There's not enough here to kill everything off, though. And are they going to? Yeah. Oh, yes, they get the surround on those stalkers. Pulling back correctly, though, trying to save as many units as he can. 1 more muta on the way. He is up to 5, 6. He will be at 8. I'll be at 9. What am I doing? I can't count, apparently. We do see another warping round of units, and oh my god, losing a free stalker, and oh no. Getting surrounded by those Lings, getting held in place. The Phoenix does go down. Next to fall are those Void Rays, and the ground army falls as well. Void Rays getting picked off. Oh my god, that is a huge expenditure loss for our Protoss player. It was good in theory, but just a huge loss. Warping in 7 more stalkers back at home. We look at the units lost tab. The Protoss player is definitely winning that battle with the less units, but the more resources spent in those units lost. The Zerg army is just content right now to sit out here and just kind of let your opponent quit on their own free will. Trying to win the war of attrition now. I can't blame him for playing this game. We do see a pylon and a photon cannon trying to come up here and clean off this creep. Not going to happen. That pylon's going to get taken down here in a second, as well as the cannon. Leaving really the main of ymihere undefended. There was a little bit of a muta harass up here on the top. I apologize for not catching that. We do see these units caught grossly out of position, though. More units streaming across the map for Laserdrill right now. 134 to 73 is the supply. ymihere looking like he is actually just going to kind of run into a brick wall here. We're going to have to see if he can fend this off to keep his tournament hopes alive. We do see the major army of Laserdrill, just like I said, continuing to kind of wander out in the center of the map, trying to keep control, making sure that his opponent stays where he wants him to be. But oh my god, catching the army way out of position. We go back up here and see the Zerg units run right through. Nothing to stop them. Going to take out all of these key structures, catching his opponent completely off guard. A warping coming in now. This base almost mined out. The probes coming in to try and help, but there are just so many units flooding in here now from Laserdrill. 150 to 84 supply, and the roaches and lings and mutas all combining to make one heck of a mess of this base. The rest of the army coming up now to try and he pulled the rest of his probes, but this is literally just too many units. I don't know if he can hold this. That Colossi is actually just about to go down, and that is a huge damage dealer in this horse, and the GG comes out. So Laserdrill taking game number 3, moving forward in the tournament. So that is one of the games from the losers bracket this week. Guys, definitely make sure you check out the rest of this week's games and week 4 action as it comes available. I will definitely talk to you guys later. See ya, and possibly see you at the LAN.